Hi everybody, and welcome back to Epic Specials. It's been a little while, hasn't it? Well, while I've been away, I haven't been doing a whole lot of exciting things. The Assassin is still a project, it hasn't been finished yet. The weather here is absolutely freezing, and it's too damp and it's too cold to really be doing sanding and body work, so I'm leaving that until the weather gets a bit better. So in the meantime, I have been busy. I've actually done a little bit of wheeler dealering and sold and bought a few cars, all in the grand scheme of things to be able to afford this, which is my lovely new truck. It is a 1994 Daihatsu Sportrack, or Feroza in the rest of the world. Yeah, look at it. It's all ready to go play in the mud, but it's broken. So we're in the middle of lockdown here in the UK, which is a massive shit. It means you can't go out and do anything. So I had two options really. It was be patient and wait to the end of lockdown, but we don't know when that's going to be. I mean, we're currently in the middle of February. It might be by April, but who knows. So instead of being patient, the only other option was to buy something off the internet and have it delivered completely sight unseen. So that's what I did. And this thing popped up on the old Facebook marketplace. It looked brilliant in the pictures, you know, advertised, runs sweet, drives sweet, everything about it is perfect. It turns up, guy unloads it off the recovery wagon, misfiring, so yeah, runs sweet. And yeah, it's not that bad really, it's just been a few niggly little things. I've had it about 2 weeks now. I haven't filmed anything on it yet, this is the first video about it. So main things I've done so far is I've serviced it, you know, oil filter, had to do a complete ignition service on it, so spark plugs, HT leads, distributor cap and rotor arm, that sorted out the misfire. I did a compression check and it was 200 plus PSI across all the cylinders, so it's absolutely sweet. These engines are pretty common for the head gasket to go. This one is fine, it's actually only got 50,000 miles on it, which is probably most of its problems, as it's, well, 94 quick maths, it's about 26 years old and it's only done 50,000 miles, so that means it's been sat around a long time. And because it's a truck, it's probably been sat in a barn or in a field, so the underside's not so pretty. It's nice and solid, but it's typical Japanese where instead of its lovely black powder coat or undersail, it's just brown, crusty, flaky stuff. But today we are going to be working on the fuel pipes, because they've been advised on the MOT about the last 5 or 6 years as being rusty. No one's bothered to do anything about it. So I'm going to be replacing the fuel pipes today, and I'll take you along and show you what we do. And other things, I fitted a winch yesterday, lovely shiny new winch, so I can go get stuck in some muddy puddles and then pull myself out. That just needs wiring up to the battery. It's all bolted in. It literally took about 15 minutes to fit. Luckily, when I bought the truck, basically I haven't done all these customization bits. It already had the winch bumper, wheels and tyres. It's got a 2-inch body lift and 2-inch suspension lift. The wheels are 31 1050 15s on 15 by 8 ET0 steel wheels, with 32mm spacers behind them to give them a negative 32 offset. That's about it really. So it's lifted, got the bumper, wheels and tyres, so that was all the expensive kit really. That's why I was drawn to it, because basically it's already got at least £1,000 to 1,500 quid's worth of kit on it. So I paid £2 grand for the truck, so basically I paid £1,000 for the truck and got a load of shiny bits already on there. And they're quite hard to find bits for over here. There's not many sort of aftermarket parts for them, they're not hugely supported. So it was kind of nice to find something that someone's at least done all that effort and research and had either stuff made or already found the stuff available for it. So like I said, I've stuck a winch on it, done a service on it, so it's just fixing bits and pieces. It's had a couple of coolant leaks, so someone had taken the thermostat out. So driving around in like -2, the engine was just stone cold and it's absolutely crap on fuel. It's worse than the Stagia. Currently it's doing about 20 quid's worth of fuel at the moment, gets you about 16 litres, and I managed to get 50 miles out of that. So like rough maths, it's around 15 miles to the per gallon, probably a bit less. So we're winning at the moment, it's all good. But yeah, let's crack on. Right, so these are the very crusty fuel lines. As you can see, they are slightly damp, which means they have been weeping. Look at that lovely one, which probably isn't helping my fuel consumption. And they go up there to the fuel pump. It's an externally mounted fuel pump. So what I've got is some rubber hose to replace these instead of the metal hose. So my aim is, underneath that crimp will be a ferrule onto that banjo union. I want to try and cut just the outer metal off of the crimp to release that factory sort of rubber hose there, so I can slip on a new rubber hose with some clips, and then I will run the hose all the way and replace all these pipes up to here where they're not rusty anymore. Now you might think that's a bit of a bodge, and why don't I just replace them with a metal pipe, but metal pipe would just end up rusting again, and also it's a lot easier to run rubber hose. It's injection hose rated to 300 psi. This system probably runs at about, I don't know, 60-70 psi at most, so it's more than capable. And you can also see the general underside of the truck. It's just brown. Lovely. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to try and film it, it's too fiddly. It's messing around with fuel, so got to be on my game. Don't want any fires, so I'll report back once it's done. I've done the scary bit without setting myself on fire. So I've cut sort of the crimp part off the rubber hose. So you can see it literally is just rubber hose slid over a ferrule. So you can take the rest of that off and then just put a Jubilee clip on with some normal hose. And just to show you how rotten it was, I've barely moved it, but it's split and now properly leaking. So definitely a job that needed doing. That's a bit all trimmed off. Put a nice bit of hose on there now with a clip. If you're wondering why I didn't unbolt the union from the fuel pump, well, take a guess. It doesn't leak. I wasn't going to risk taking it off. There's some sort of regulator there that is a bit crusty. I don't want to disturb it. I don't think that's about to leak. So I've got it off. It was a little bit fiddly, but we've done it. Right, so I'm all done with the fuel pipes. So there's the new pipe clipped on, and it runs along here. Da-da-da, diddly-dee, and it joins the existing old metal pipe there where it's not rotten. Because it's a steel pipe and I've cut it off, I couldn't flare the end. So to make sure it doesn't leak and doesn't come off, I have put 2 Jubilee clips on. Then you'll also notice this new shiny copper pipe. Can't get the light where I want it. So there, that is the fuel return. Now I was going to do that in rubber hose, but it turns out that that's 6mm pipe, not 8mm pipe. That disappears off around there and goes up to the tank. I can't show you from under here, but yeah, that's 6mm pipe. I didn't order any 6mm pipe, I only ordered 8mm pipe, but luckily we had some copper 6mm in the workshop, so I've used that instead. 4x4, everyone seems to go on about this thing called flex. So let's see if I've got any. Oh.
Not bad. Let's try go a bit higher. I can go a bit more, can't I?
Hard to see from the cab.
Let's have a look. I don't think that's bad for an IFS truck. Obviously it's not amazing by some people's standards. And it's at least sprung rear, so it doesn't have the best articulation. I haven't got any more wood, so I can't get it any higher. That's pretty good. Flex on! Right, let's see if it's any good. The other way around. I like this truck. Right, so I've got it on the speed bump for absolute maximum height. Let's see what we can do. Still can't get the back wheel off the ground. I'd say that was pretty good.
Nice seat. Right, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed my return to YouTube. It kind of is the year anniversary by about 3 weeks. So, yay for a year on YouTube. Why haven't I got 1,000 subscribers yet? Come on, you guys. Right, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you again soon. Cheers.